Our cloud engineers are building a game streaming network to unlock console quality gaming on any device.
There's 2 billion gamers in the world. Some of them have a PC, some of them have a console, some of them have a smartphone, some of them have all three.
What if everybody in the world could play Halo? What if everybody in the world could play Red Dead Redemption? Everybody in the world could play the games. What would we have to do in order to make that possible?
What is going on, guys? It's Dealer here back again. Microsoft just unveiled the Xcloud service. And of course, I have all of the details here, plus the full official trailer. Let's get started. So if you've been following the channel for a while now, you know we've already talked about what this is. This is the beginning of playing your games wherever you want. True gaming freedom. And depending on how this works and how well this performs, this could be a huge thing for Microsoft. Now, I want to address those who are already trying to spin this, saying Microsoft are done with Xbox, they're trying to move on, they're trying to abandon all their hardcore fans to do something else and let everybody play Halo. Now, as I said before, this is and always has been inevitable, much like your physical movie library going to streaming, meaning you can play them on any device you choose through something like Vudu. It is inevitable that your games will do the same thing. And do not make the mistake of thinking that this will not be an industry-wide standard in the next 10 years. The ability to play your games on several different devices at your will and command only benefits you as the consumer. But, of course, I digress. Let's get into the information. So Microsoft unveil officially what is known as Projeto Xcloud, their streaming service powered by Azure, one of the world's fastest cloud networks. Now, how they've managed this is they've essentially stacked a bunch of Xbox One hardware into server racks. So essentially, you've got all of the components of an Xbox One taken out of the shell of the console and placed into server racks. It's much more technical than this, but that's the simplest breakdown. You are streaming games directly from Xbox One hardware. No need for any kind of emulation, no need for any kind of crazy stuff on their end. They literally take the hardware, lay it into their server racks, and stream it to you through one of the world's fastest cloud networks. Now, one thing to consider is the fact that they are investing all of this money into base Xbox technology and using it in their servers. Something tells me they're not going to invest all of this money using 2013 hardware if they do not plan on utilizing that hardware for a substantial amount of time. Meaning, your Xbox One from 2013 could potentially still play games in 5 to 7 years somehow. Just a quick theory, literally just thought of that as I was making the video, but something to consider. Microsoft did say they are going beyond generations, no more stopgaps. Personally, I am concerned about how they're going to take maximum advantage of future consoles and let the industry as a whole move forward if they are doing so, but we will have to see how they handle that. They showed Xbox One games like Forza Horizon 4 running on cell phones, Halo running on a tablet. They say you can use Bluetooth Xbox One controllers or use their integrated touchscreen controls. They also say this service is up and running today, and when it's up and running as they intend, they will unveil it and unleash it to the world in an awesome way. So that's essentially the gist of it. It's about freedom. It's about being able to play your games wherever you want. Log into an Xbox Live account. Your library of games sits there, much like a Vudu account, and you decide what to play, when to play, and where to play it. I do have concerns, as I said before. Largely, one of them would be bandwidth. What is the requirement to play or stream these games? How much data is that going to use per month, etc.? They did also reference the fact that, hey, if you don't want the traditional console experience, you just want to sign up for this, then you can have games and stream them without a console, which I think is a great option for those that want that option. Keep in mind, it's just an option. They're still going to have a traditional console experience, as they have already confirmed. They said it would be the benchmark, meaning the fastest console next generation, as I covered in my last video. So, Let me know what you guys think down below. There are a lot of things here that are kind of interesting, and they finally unveiled this. Does it have much to do with the Project Scarlet Stream Box, which is said to incorporate local processing into the streaming to keep latency ultra low? Are they going to integrate that technology into other devices? There's so many questions and so few answers, but they are being extremely transparent. They did say they're not going to come out with this until it's ready, and of course that is always preferable to a buggy turd. So once more, let me know what you think down below. If you learned something here today or you liked the video, hit that like button, share this video with everybody you know, that'd be great. And of course, if you're new, interested in Xbox related things like this, subscribe for more. I'm Dealer, I'm out.
Our cloud engineers are building a game streaming network to unlock console quality gaming on any device.
There's 2 billion gamers in the world. Some of them have a PC, some of them have a console, some of them have a smartphone, some of them have all three.
What if everybody in the world could play Halo? What if everybody in the world could play Red Dead Redemption? Everybody in the world could play the games. What would we have to do in order to make that possible?
In order to do that, we believe we need to build a game streaming service.
We see game streaming as a great technology, giving you access to the games that you want to play on the device that you want to play them on.
Being able to compute in the cloud and then stream to whatever device I'm on, allow me to play with anybody. That's powerful.
But when you think about any other form of media, the idea that it's locked to one device is just totally absent. I want to be the center of my world, and I want the devices around me and the services around me to be available wherever I want them to be.
What does it mean to completely change the paradigm of how we play?
Well, the first thing people say is, you're crazy, you can't build a service like that.
What about latency? What about the level of detail? What about the richness of the game? Is my experience going to get degraded?
We are a gaming company with content and community, and we happen to also have a great, strong first-party cloud in Azure. It makes us uniquely positioned here.
Azure supports 54 regions in 140 countries, and we're going to build hardware to deploy into those data centers. We have our first rack of console hardware in the data center in Quincy today.
We've taken an existing Xbox console, we've broken it out into its component parts, and can actually build a single blade unit that can host multiple Xbox systems at one time. So we've actually built not just the blades themselves with the boards inside, but all the infrastructure associated with it.
We have evolved the platform. We're readying the data centers. We're readying the network. We have increased bandwidth.
We're introducing new ways to do video encoding and decoding. We are going to be pushing the edge of what's possible, even with 5G, which hasn't been deployed worldwide yet.
So how real is it?
The first time I played Forza on my Android phone, it was just amazing.
You're playing your favorite game, and it's streaming.
You'll be able to play with an Xbox One controller connected via Bluetooth. And if you don't have a controller, you'll be able to play with our touch input controls.
I'm a huge console gamer, but now when I'm done with the console or my son walks into the room and he wants to play something else, I don't ever have to stop gaming because I'll be able to game the games that I love on every device that I own.
As we think about this next step for us, the idea of putting the gamer at the center is critical to how we goal ourselves in the gaming team and the Xbox team. We love the device that we build, our Xbox consoles. We want those to be world-class, the best place to play.
Consoles are still gonna be a flagship experience. You know, you're gonna have that immersive, high-fidelity experience with your amazing sound systems. It's all right there.
But we know not everybody on the planet's gonna go buy a gaming console. It's actually about choice for you.
It's amazing for traditional console players because it gives them another place to play. But what's incredible is for the people who haven't been introduced to this type of gaming.
People who've never seen a franchise like Halo or never seen a franchise like Gears, it's pretty amazing.
We have it up and running today. And when we have it just right, we're going to scale it out in an epic way and deliver it to the world.